So, my original laundry alternative spin dryer, after 16 years of faithful service, finally died. The only piece I have left over is the spin disc, the disc that goes on top of the laundry. As you can see, rough and tattered from a decade and a half of use. And for the record, it didn't fail completely, it just started leaking from the bottom. But that was enough to finally convince me to get a new spin dryer. This spin dryer, the Ninja, by the Laundry Alternative. The same people who made my original Wonder Wash that I still have, just in case power fails and I need to do laundry. That is still working just fine, by the way. The same people that have made my Niagara front loader style, but ultimately top loading washing machine, which I have just run a load of my daughter's clothes. So, let us unload, and for the record, this is much easier to do with two hands. Let us unload this freshly washed load of my two daughters' clothes. Notice, yep, sopping wet, dripping wet. Now, the really neat thing about the Ninja spin dryer compared to the original spin dryer from Laundry Alternative is that this requires no disc. Don't need it. As long as you keep it below that top dot right there, or otherwise known as an inch below, or 2.2 centimeters, as the case may be for our European and Asian friends. As long as you keep what you're putting in there below that line, and you'll notice I'm not really super concerned with balancing the load here. In my original spin dryer from 16 years ago, which is pretty much what the current Panda spin dryer is now, except the Panda spin dryer makes noises. Ooh. And for the record, the original spin dryer was fine, and I'm sure the current Panda is fine. But this rocks. The Ninja spin dryer by Laundry Alternative is so awesome, and I'm about to show you why. Because again, notice, not really balancing a whole lot. I mean, I'm sort of leveling off here, but I'm not really packing down this load. As long as it's under that 1 inch from the top, it'll be fine. And I'm sure there are other videos out there, I'm sure because I've seen them, of this dryer in action. And if you've done any research on this, you've seen them too. You'll notice that when they put the thing at the bottom, it's always like some sort of baking cup or measuring cup. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. Do yourself a favor, get a nice cheap plastic salad bowl. This is the perfect volume for the amount of water you're going to get out of this. Like the original spin dryer I had from 16 years ago, or if you prefer, the current Panda spin dryer. They all Have the same type of spigot, spout, whatever you like. Notice, full, a couple inches from the top. Notice, didn't have to super pack it down. Notice, I didn't have to worry about balance distribution. Why? Because the Ninja spin dryer has an awesome suspension system for this cylinder. I'll show you what I mean. So, you've loaded it. You throw the top down. It's going to click once with this little spinny thing. That's the lockdown. Then, the next one activates it. The most you'll get is a little jumpiness. It happens. Notice, I'm not doing a thing. Not doing a thing. Yeah, you jiggle a little bit. So what? So what? Okay. Hold you in place a little bit. So what? That's it. That's all I had to do. Didn't have to redistribute the clothes. Didn't have to worry about the balance. All I had to do was hold it in place for a second. That was it. And usually I don't even have to do that. And there comes the water. See all the suds it's getting out of there? That's because, like the original spin dryer, or the Panda spin dryer if you want that, although admittedly this was cheaper and works better, I might add, 3,200 RPM. Works great. I have no complaints. Still getting the water in there. Sorry about the jump cut. Had to take care of some business. But basically, you want to let this run for about 2 minutes. That will get the load you put in there about, I would describe it as about 90% dry. So basically, when you pull them out of here, they will be slightly damp. Once you've done that, then you can put them in your electric dryer or gas dryer, depending what you got. I have electric. Mine just happens to be from 1986. You can tell courtesy of this high-tech wood paneling. Yeah, I've managed to keep this thing running. Easiest damn dryer in the world to work on. Heating element, easiest thing in the world to replace. But here's my point, is that if you get down to it, when you see this little thing here, notice, please notice, that the dot is set to the less dry setting. That's all it takes. Throw it on the less dry setting on your dryer, and your clothes will come out completely dry. In conjunction with the Niagara from Laundry Alternative, which, by the way, is a company that does not pay me, does not endorse me, doesn't give me anything for reviewing their products. I do this because I believe in the company, and after 16 years of using their products, and with my original spin dryer lasting 16 years before it got a leak in the bottom, and by the way, it still spun dry, still worked, I just didn't feel like dealing with the leak anymore. And it was so long since I bought the product that, I mean, what was the point? I might as well upgrade, right? And you've already seen, or if you haven't already seen on my channel, there's a review, an initial review of this washer, and this washer works great. Uses literally 1/4 to 1/10. I'm not sure the exact mathematics, but 1/4 to 1/10 of the water of a standard agitator washer. while still maintaining at least 66% of the capacity of one. And yeah, this is next, and it'll fit all of this, I guarantee it. Everything you saw me put into the spin dryer fits in that and fills it to about 2/3. Washes well, as long as you use high efficiency detergent. Why? Because it says on here, use only high efficiency low suds detergent. But if you want more about that, that's in my original review video of that washer. This is about the Ninja spin dryer. Still spinning, still getting water out. And you'll notice how quiet it is. I loved my original laundry alternative spin dryer. It was great. I have no complaints whatsoever. But admittedly, the thing did sound a bit like a jet engine when it was running. This is quiet as a whisper. No joke. Spins just as fast, quiet as a whisper. Still getting the water out. Same spin speed, 3,200 RPMs. It's awesome. All things considered, I'd say it's gotten about all the water out of it I wanted to. So it's done spinning, right? So what do? You take this and switch back to first position, which will activate the brake and slow it down. I just like to hold my hand to keep it from jiggling. I'm not pressing too hard, honestly. Okay. Done. Turning it back to original allows you to lift the lid. So, how is it? How are my girls' clothes? This is literally almost completely dry. Not even joking. It's like only vaguely damp. And smells excellent. Why? Because the nice thing about spin drying with centrifugal force, or centrifugal force, depending on how you wish it were pronounced, literally pulls the water and any remaining detergent out of the clothing. And any remaining dirt out of the clothing. Doing it this way, from here to there, is not only energy efficient, and I'm not joking when I say I have literally seen my water bills go down and my electric bills go down. That's not a joke. It's happened. So, if you're looking for an alternative for your clothes, or maybe, just maybe, you live in an apartment that doesn't have really a laundry hookup or anything, because this can run from a faucet. I just happen to have it with my laundry hookups. If you're going to use it with laundry hookups, you will need, as I've stated, a Y adapter, just like in my previous video. Then you can use hot water with it. It is rated for hot water. Honestly, I get better results just using the cold water, but I use the Y adapter just in case I want to run a hot water wash. Rinse with cold water. The spin dryer, though, unlike the original spin dryer that I had, or that Panda that they got out now, the body of this, the frame, the body of this is completely plastic, which lightens the weight. This thing weighs no more than 20 pounds, probably a little less. So if you're living out of an RV or living in an apartment where you'd have to move this from a closet to a bathroom or whatever, it's so lightweight, it wouldn't be any bother. And if you're living in an apartment, which I did, which is why I have this. I bought this for when I had my very first apartment 16 years ago. The original Wonder Wash hand crank washer. Run that and a spin dryer, and then, I kid you not, I would literally hang the slightly damp clothing on coat hangers from the shower curtain rod in my bathroom. and they would literally be dry the next day. So if you're doing that, you can do that. I obviously have my own full house. We're in the basement. Look, garage door. Stairs going upstairs. Look at that. Brand new water heater I installed. If you saw my previous video, there was some water on the ground courtesy of the old water heater leaking. Yeah, I've taken care of that. But my point is, I'm in a full-size house, and I still use the Niagara for my washing machine, throw to a spin dryer, then to an electric dryer. This spin dryer is absolutely awesome, and I can't recommend it enough. And I already did a review, an initial review of that. I'm waiting for January next year to do the 1-year review. I think you'll find it actually interesting and possibly surprising, both in negative and positive ways, but in no way that you could possibly be able to predict. But if you want a spoiler, you'll notice there's another one next to it. How did that happen? Did I buy two? No, I didn't. So how do I have a second one? It'll be very interesting to hear the story in January when I review this again. My point is that the Ninja spin dryer is absolutely awesome, and I have absolutely no complaints about it whatsoever. And compared to the original laundry alternative spin dryer, this is leaps and bounds ahead of it. Given that the new modern Panda spin dryer is essentially the original laundry alternative spin dryer, except it makes beeps and dings. I'm not even joking. But again, I liked the original laundry alternative spin dryer, which means the Panda probably works just fine. But this, I guarantee you, is better. No stupid plastic discs to worry about. It spins and dries laundry to the point where everything, if you give it 2 minutes, will come out of it almost completely dry. No joke. It works so well. So, just something to consider. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comments below. I'm pretty good about responding to any questions that are asked on any of my videos or any statements made on any of my videos on my channel. Just let me know. But this works great. I can't recommend it enough. I'm not sponsored or endorsed by Laundry Alternative in any way. God knows I wish it was. By all means, if you know someone that works for them and says, hey, you should pay this guy to review your stuff, I will totally do it. Because I absolutely love this company, and if they decide not to, I'll still review their products anyway as I buy them, because I love this company and the products they make are absolutely awesome. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time on VonSpyder channel. Have a great day.